It's Wes. It's James.
Hey.
It's Aaron. We're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Deliverance?
Deliverance. It's like that movie.
No, it's not like that movie.
It's kind of like that movie.
I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig, boy.
Ding, 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 ding.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
Whoa, this is all choppy. That's weird.
it's Harley's fault.
So yeah, this is Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's pretty, right?
It looks nice, yeah.
I
Is this
don't know
the-
why it's all choppy.
I thought this was the game that like was supposed to be shitty.
No.
No?
Why? What
I
game's
thought-
shitty?
I thought last week that we talked about how it was getting bad reviews.
It's not getting bad reviews. It's getting mixed because some
It hadn't come out last week. It came out as we were
Well, like the
recording.
people that got it pre, or
The
whatever, you know, like the
reviewers.
reviewers. Yeah.
They said it was. said it
Shots.
was janky.
Yeah, and they also said it is not a game for everyone.
So it's hyper realistic. I'm sprinting right now, or I was, and then your face gets all blue, like your screen gets blue.
Oh, really?
I was trying to ride the horse. I don't know. Apparently, you can't just ride any horse you want to.
That's not. Well, I guess that is realistic. Stealing a horse was a crime.
Hi.
I mean, so I go to jail in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
So it's like the opening of Skyrim.
You're
kind of in jail?
You're out of jail. Yeah, you're going to execution. So this is like the third major city. The first city, this is called Skilleg or something. It's me whistling for a horse. I'm trying to figure out the controls. I'm trying to figure out how to get the
I
map
thought the
up.
dog squealed.
No, you press triangle and it whistles for a horse, even though you don't have a horse. So you just whistle.
So
to
I saw
people.
like your rest thing, and it also showed like nourishment,
Yep.
energy.
Yep. So
So
you have
you-
to eat. You have to sleep. You have to bathe. So,
So it's
you
like
could lose a conversational battle. Not really, like conversational battle, because you didn't bathe recently and you like smelt gross. So this is the map. It looks cool, right? It's like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's covered because of areas you
shit.
haven't been to yet. I'm assuming.
So Skalitz is the first city. Now this is all real. These are all real cities.
Sir Robin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brave Sir Robin.
Yep. Like when Jesus comes and he's like, oh. So the art style of the map is super cool. And you're like this little token in the middle there.
Like a black person.
No.
Okay.
A is your objective. The little A and the question marks and stuff, those are like side quests. There's a pretzel next to me, so you can go buy Bavarian
nice.
pretzels. So this is Bohemia in like 1300 or something like that. It's all real. It's like during this civil war between this shitty king who took over for his dad, and he's just this dumb. I have to kill this guy, or I have to fight this guy. Some guy was like, "Hey, do you want to fight me for coin? Okay, prove yourself and beat these guys up." I have to pay them 35 coins to fight them. Otherwise, they just sit there. So I'm like trying to punch them. I'm like trying to start a fight with them.
Yeah.
And then I find out that I can just kill them.
Jesus.
And then
What the
they're
fuck?
like, "Yeah, someone saw you." Oh no, so no one saw me kill him, but now I'm looting him. So I'm getting a dagger, some mushrooms, and then they're like, "Dude, you shouldn't have done that. Like
What?
they're gonna find you." So I'm like, "Fuck." So yeah, I'm gonna reload here in a second because I didn't think I wanted to go to jail, but I do go to jail in a little bit.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
I
I just
guy's
thought
dead.
he's unconscious. So
Oh.
I like go to sleep. I made him go to sleep. So Bohemia, this king, I think, takes over for his dad, and he's like a piece of shit and just goes to like brothels all day. And so his brother's like, "I'm gonna do this better than you." And then there's like this civil war. So your original town, that town up in the Skalitz town,
Yep.
that's where you lived. You're a blacksmith's son, and that just gets ransacked in the middle of the day. And so you have to run and like become this other person. Like your parents die.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he won't get up. But
So do you actually fight now, though? Do you actually start a fight, or?
eventually, kind of. So basically, I'm like, these fucking lazy pieces of shit. They won't wake up. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. I think is what happens. But I can eat from that pot in the middle there, and that's how you get food. Like, you can just go into anyone's house and eat from their pot, and they're like, "Hey, get out of here!" And you're like, "Okay," and you just like ate some chili.
Yeah, as
and
you've
leave.
already had some
Yeah.
stew, you're like,
You're like,
okay.
"Yeah, I'm out of here. All right, no problem. Thanks for the stew."
Your stew was shit.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So he won't wake up. Eat from the pot.
No,
I did not realize this was first person. I thought it was third.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely first. It's hyper realism, terrible save system. So you
really?
only save when you sleep, and if you have a savior potion.
Oh,
So you
weird.
and you have to buy them. They're super expensive, or you have to make them, and they're super hard to make. So they're already addressed it, and they're like, "Yay, we're gonna fix the saving problem." So I'm like, "Fuck you! I have to beat them up, right?"
Yeah.
And so now they're all of a sudden like, "Hey, stop doing that! You're gonna."
Oh, so
and I ran out of breath.
I was gonna say, there you go.
Oh, you ran out of breath too.
Yeah. So now I'm.
Why is he
chasing.
running? What a puss.
Yeah. I really don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I know that I will get caught, but like the quest wants me to beat him up. I don't know if I have to like pay him first and then we go whatever,
Challenge him to a fight.
I guess.
Does it give you a lot of like instruction throughout the game, or?
Yeah. There's decent instruction, and then there's like, what am I really supposed to do here? I'm not quite sure. But so what I did here is they were gonna just kill me. And if you hold L1 and X on the PlayStation, he'll raise his hands and he'll surrender. And then he'll talk to him. So now I'm trying to like talk my way out of it. Failed. And they're like, you have to go to jail. And when I was recording this, I didn't realize what jail was. I was just experimenting. Because I was like, fuck it, let's see what jail is. It'll be funny.
Right.
And it just, you have to go to jail for 5 days for this. And it's just that weight dial. And it just slowly goes around for
really?
for 5 days worth of time.
Jesus.
So I cut that shit right out.
So yeah, in this game, like a lot of quests are like they can begin and end without you interacting because it is time based, right?
So what happens is,
Oh jeez, you're
Yo,
like,
serving
no.
jail time.
yeah. So, and now I'm like, okay, am I out of prison? I guess I'm not really in a cell. Maybe that was just outside of my cell. But yeah, so you can, fucking Derek.
He's so needy.
Yes. I'm arguably more needy though. What was I saying?
Time.
Jail and
Yes.
time.
So there will be like, it actually shows up here towards the end. I think is like meet Teresa before noon today, and that's one of those time sensitive quests where like if I don't get to her before noon, that will not be an option anymore. Turns out that section of this is like glitched for me anyway, so I was going to try and take a poop in this outhouse, and then somebody was like, dude, that guy's like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, okay, I'm out of here.
I'm in the outhouse. What do you think I'm doing?
You left the door open. Oh, and then you can, so this is like, okay, I just woke up, I got to put some water in my hair. You can go to a bathhouse and get like I'm gonna get a better mic, dude.
A fancier wash, like a
Jeez
warm
Louise.
water, soap,
Yes.
oils.
But if you read the appendix of this game, which was written by an actual historian of the time, it'll tell you that bathhouses were basically like brothels and whorehouses more than anything. So you kind of went there to bathe, but you mostly went there to get some sex.
So sex then bathe.
Yeah.
Sex in bed, sex in bed.
Yeah. I don't have enough money for that at this point, which sucks, but I would have liked to seen what happened.
I'm not gonna lie, it might just be the small size of the screen. It's not as like visually impressive as I thought it was gonna be.
That's a good point. So they went for realism and a smaller overall map for more action in between the nonsense.
Okay.
So instead of like a Skyrim where you go into Whiterun and it looks really big, but it's not really that big, this is a real town.
And I mean, I guess my thing is since they went for realism, there's not a lot of like detail in the buildings themselves. They're just all like.
Inside, I would agree. Outside, I think I like the. I mean,
So like right there, the door looked good, but all the wall around it was just, again, being realistic. It's like apartment
Exactly.
walls. They're
Yeah.
white and boring.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just used to games like having like cool.
On a
Yeah.
real screen though, you can see the texture of the walls and the texture of the wallpaper and stuff. So But yeah. I don't have a sword. So basically, you made a sword. Your dad's a blacksmith. You made a sword for the local lord. And then you got ransacked. And you got the sword for a little bit. And then someone took the sword from you. So now you're like unarmed. And you escaped your city. Teresa saved you. And now you're in this new, bigger city. And you're going to that lord who you made the sword for. And he's helping you like get a life after this. So it's not like you are an instant hero. You are the one to save the world. This is literally a story of a guy, a normal guy who's in the middle of a civil war, living life, and like avenging your mom and dad.
Do you design your own character or
No, controversial, but you do get to adjust his obviously RPG elements like skills and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, you are Henry.
Okay.
Henry is the main character of this guy. I did not make him. You play as him. The voice acting, this stuff is actually done pretty well. It draws you in. It's not. Sometimes their heads won't load, but it's an open world game.
I know the PC version they're having to put out like 2 or 3 big patches to fix because the PC version's like really broken.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Borderline unplayable for some people.
Wow.
Jeez.
It's just they went so
sucks.
ambitious with it. So, do you actually in this? Will we see you with weapon combat or?
I get a weapon, but I don't actually use it. Later on in the game when you are like becoming a knight and stuff, like you fight more, but this is me just starting out in this new town, like trying to get some money so that I can buy a sword.
Okay.
Interesting.
Who can? Oh, so you want to learn to read? So
Yeah.
So you're illiterate.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people back, like if you weren't like
So
super rich, you didn't know how
like
to read.
full like.
Yeah.
Almost give you the experience of living in. This.
I mean, you are just a normal kid whose parents died in this real civil war, avenging them. Like
Wow.
this could have actually happened, like because
That's
parents
crazy.
died.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say the game just saved for you.
Yes. So very seldomly it'll save during quests.
Okay.
But if you get multi-part quests, it's like once every couple hours. Like it's not good.
Wow.
And it's like a balancing act where like if you make one weird or wrong decision, maybe on accident, it could steer the whole thing down this weird fucked up way that you don't want. Where like people are mad at you now, where like you have to go to jail and.
So reloading at some points, like God, I'm like.
I just
3
lost like
hours.
an hour and a half or
Like an
something.
Jesus.
Yep. So they're already like addressing the worst save mechanic in any game ever.
Well, it sounds like old school save mechanics like Resident Evil, where you had to have a ink ribbon and be in a typewriter room, but at least there were multiple rooms where it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
This is a mix of okay, you better have this potion. Is it this potion or sleep, or this potion and sleep?
Or.
Okay.
Thank God.
Get the potion and sleep.
That would be like
Damn it.
ridiculous.
So I see bow and arrow.
Yes.
Shield.
I do have a bow and arrow, but the bow and arrow is horrendous.
Hard to use, or just...
Yeah, because it's real. Like you're literally like holding it up, and then like if you don't have certain dexterity, like he just kind of waves it around, and like you're just kind of like.
Is there a crosshair?
No.
So just full on, like
Yeah.
you have to aim this. Shit.
You're using the actual little crosshair on the weapon.
Okay.
When you're using a sword, it like pulls up this little circle, and then there's an up arrow, two left and right arrows, top and bottom, and that's where you aim to strike and aim to block and stuff.
So do you use the sticks to attack?
Yeah,
So it's kind of like what they were trying to do with For Honor, just with more,
yeah,
a little slower paced.
yeah, and it's actually pretty good. Like you don't actually level that up in the game. You level up as like you playing it. Like once you get the hang of it, it's a system that you can get the hang of. So now I'm up too early. The shops aren't open. I want to buy a
Yeah,
pretzel.
it's like you found the baker.
Yeah.
But the baker's closed.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna wait till
Like right
she
there, you're
opens.
getting a little hungry.
Yep.
Not like super.
No,
hungry,
it's
just like
nothing
need
to
a
worry
snack.
about.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to show buying a pretzel because you can haggle. So they can be like, okay, the pretzel's 2 cents or whatever.
2 copper.
Yeah. And I'll be like, I'll give you 1.8. You know, and they're like, oh, I don't know. And if you do it too much, they'll be like, get the fuck out of here. They'll like,
Yeah,
kick you out.
Older Oblivion, or like Morrowind Oblivion had a haggle system like that.
Nice. We'll see if it's similar because I didn't haggle in those games apparently.
Maybe
I did.
Maybe it was
I did.
just Morrowind.
I think it was Morrowind because I don't remember Oblivion doing it.
Yeah, Morrowind had.
And I only
haggling.
played Morrowind for like 2 or 3 hours. But I think you're right. There was a haggle system.
Also, a game that should be remade.
Really?
That'd be gnarly. I mean, it's in Elder Scrolls Online, so they're not
Never
going to
played
remake
Morrowind.
it.
Or Oblivion. Maybe either one of
And
those.
Those are
then-
the ones before Skyrim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls.
Or I just want to do Elder
3 and 4.
Scrolls.
Yeah.
Not the one they have now for ugh,
For every console under the sun.
I hate it.
Skyrim?
No, the Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What did I do? Oh, I actually bought a pretzel, and now I'm going to show haggling a pretzel.
What's the price?
Oh.
Let's talk about the price.
Dude, this video is all fucked up.
You gonna try to haggle the poor baker lady?
Yeah, dude. So you can say, I'll pay you less, and then she'll like me. Or no, I'll
you
pay
more.
less. Yeah, I'll pay you more and give you a tip, and then they grow favor towards you. Or you haggle with them, and they're like, yeah, all right. You know, but they don't really like
So
it.
can you level up like conversation skills or persuade?
Speech.
Okay.
We agreed.
Well now.
We had a shake.
And this is all for a pretzel.
Oh, yeah.
You're like having this intense bartering session.
Yeah, and I think if I didn't buy this pretzel, I'd have had enough for the bathhouse brothel.
But this 1 gold or whatever it was
Yeah.
is like,
Something like that.
food is more important than hookers.
Hey. Don't say that. I mean, I like the look of it, to be honest. Like the
Yeah, it doesn't look
lighting
bad.
To
system.
be fair, it might just be the screen too.
It definitely is. Like, this is not. They have 4K HDR support, so the colors really pop.
I mean, the fire looked good,
Yeah.
which is one of those things that's either really.
Is this a full price game or?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think this is the studio's first game.
Yeah, but they were working on it for years, right?
I think they would have had to just because of how intricate all the details are. Like, maybe, like, you can kind of see the detail on the wall now, but, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
really can't see that on a bigger screen when you're playing it.
It's gonna sound weird, but for being, I mean, maybe you're just in the business district, but people don't look dirty enough.
Yeah, there's definitely dirty people. Like, if you go into inns or not inns, but taverns.
Okay.
There's like dirtier looking people, and then I walked into someone's house and I had to leave.
So you were just trespassing.
Yeah, they're like, "You're in a private area," and I was like, "Oh God, I don't want to go back to jail."
So at least to what we know of, there's no like mythological creatures in this. It's all
There
fighting.
is zero magic. This is literally a history
the
book.
Closest
game.
thing to magic is alchemy.
Yeah, and that's not even what we've. It's not the fantastical alchemy. It's more just like chemistry.
I'm assuming you fight. Forgetting the dogs, you fight wildlife as well. Wolves.
Wolves and what are the big pigs called?
Boars.
Boars.
What about bears?
I haven't seen a bear, but I think they're in here.
Because if it's like every other fantasy game recently, bears are going to be the biggest thing to be afraid of.
I haven't seen a bear. I don't know. I really don't.
Have you seen any beats?
No.
And I have
But-
started watching Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Doctor Who to Battlestar, dude. We lost him.
He's just jumping headfirst into that sci-fi life.
Over it.
There wasn't as many seasons as Doctor Who, at least.
There is that.
So
There's just like Doctor Who, though. There's the old Battlestar you can get
Yeah.
into. I love that. There's a scene. You don't watch The Office, do you?
Nope.
But there's a scene where, like, Dwight can't talk because it's like company time, and he
Yeah.
like is getting mad at everyone for wasting company time. So Jim's like, "Oh yeah, you're not wasting company time by calling everyone else out for company time." He's like, "Fine." And then Dwight's like, "Hey, did you see the new Battlestar Galactica?" Or Andy asked Jim if he saw the
Yeah.
new Battlestar, and he's like, "You know what? It's practically a shot-for-shot remake." And Dwight's like, "Oh my God!" he's like, "It's all about this guy named Dumbledore Calrissian trying to save the ring." And Dwight's like crumpling papers. It's so funny. Oh yeah, so that was funny. I was like walked in and there was some chests. I was gonna show lock picking, and so I almost tried to pick that lock, and then I turned around. And those two guys were just sitting there, and I was like, "Oh hey,
Hey, don't worry about me. I'm not doing anything.
yeah." So this is like your first real job. Like because as a kid, like you wake up one day in the beginning of the game and your mom's like, "Hey, wake up! It's like noon," and you're like 28 years old, and she's like, "That's like there was just nothing." There was just nothing to do.
Wow.
So you're like an older guy living with his parents. Your dad's a blacksmith.
So I'm assuming you're an apprentice blacksmith, maybe?
Kinda. Like your first day is like go get some coal from the town. There's a dude who I sold some nails to. Go get the money from him because he's been cock blocking me or whatever. So you try to go get the nails from him, and he's like, "Oh, fuck you, I don't have the money." And so you can either fight him and get the shit beat out of you, or you can outsmart him and like talk if you picked that skill at the beginning, or you can go meet your friends first. You go throw some poop at a building to like fuck this guy at a tavern, and then they'll help you beat the guy up.
So why are you running and parkouring over fences?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? I wanted to show the parkour.
And
then this lady I went back to because now I have extra armor pieces, and I'm going to sell it, get some money.
Oh, okay. Is she like a shop owner?
Yeah, just a regular old... I believe the
old shoppy?
She's a ye old cobbler. She's a cobbler. So she sells a lot of shoes. And then I'm selling some stuff to her.
How much inventory space do you have? Is it weight based?
Yep, you can get over encumbered. So it's very
really?
very Skyrim based like that. It's kind of cool how like each thing.
How is the interface on this? Like,
It's a little cumbersome at first, but you get the hang of it. Like you pull it up, you use right trigger to siphon through the big tabs, R1 and L1 to siphon through the secondary tabs, and then you just press down to select stuff, and it's not super hard.
Takes a second to get the.
It's at first it's like I don't know what this fucking is, but then it's whatever. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it.
How far? Like how much have you played?
This is so the fucking tutorial before it says like Kingdom Come Deliverance is like 3-4 hours.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I'm about 2-3 hours past that, but I've been like seriously fucking around. Like I'm sure if I went back and reloaded a save and it got to this point, it would be like 45 minutes. But because I like don't know what I'm doing, like it's been about 2 hours.
So you played essentially about 6 hours and don't have a real sword yet.
I had a sword, got taken away.
When you went to jail?
No, it was the sword that my dad built the Lord, and then we got ransacked. I got that sword, went back to... So, it's kind of cool. You go to the second big city, and you talk to the Lord, and you're like, I need to seek vengeance upon my parents. And he's like, don't do it. You're going to get fucked. Don't do it. And I chose to do it, and I talked to this guard, and the guard's like, hey, I understand. You basically reason with him. You're like, I have to go bury my parents. Like, I can't leave them on the ground in this ransacked city. And he's like, fuck, that's pretty terrible. Okay, if you can find an outfit, I'll let you out, and then you can go do your thing. So then you have to do this whole thing where you learn how to lockpick, get an outfit, go back, and he's like, okay, okay, have fun, sir, blah, blah, blah. Like, no big deal. Open the gates, And so you get to leave, you go back, and then it gets ransacked by like this secondary group that comes in. So you're trying to get a shovel to bury your parents.
Yeah.
And then you basically almost die again. That's when Teresa saves you. And the guy who almost kills you uses your own sword. So now he has your sword. So the guy who killed your parents now has your badass sword.
So right now he's like your villain.
Yep. He is definitely the villain.
For now.
Yep.
Sounds like he'll be a villain until like...
He's the leader of the rebellion that started the Civil War.
Oh shit! Like he truly is the bad guy.
He's actually the bad guy. Yeah.
So
that's who I'm seeking vengeance on to avenge my parents.
How is the the conversation choice system? Is it?
You have intelligence. You have warrior like skill like intimidation, and then you have like
Charisma, persuasion, that kind of stuff.
Yep. I wanted to go buy a wiener, and then that guy was like, put your weapon away or I'm going to call the guards, because I was just walking around with my new club, and he's like scared of me or whatever.
So there's different weapons in this sword.
This is not an open carry town.
Exactly. I was like, well, I thought I was a guard now, but apparently I'm like a temporary guard that just circles this church at night to make some extra coin, or any coin at all, actually.
So wait, at night? That clearly looks like day.
Yeah, so that's what I found out, that I have to wait to meet this guy. I have to meet the Nightingale. I was gonna show pickpocketing, but it only did knockout, and he's a guard, so didn't do that. And then this guy is like, yeah, he tells me I stink. So then I was like, okay, now I need to go to the bathhouse.
So you just let this guy insult you and then walked away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you
I don't want to go to
stink.
jail. I'm outside of a church. Do I really want to kill someone? I probably am stinky. Like he's
Does
probably...
it show you like cleanliness on a meter somewhere?
Nope.
Ah, okay.
Nope. You just have to like walk up to people and they're like, "Whoa, God." It's kind of like when you're sick or have a disease in Skyrim and they're like, "You should go see somebody about that."
Yeah, there's a bunch of like. Last time I played Skyrim, I was like, wait, what do you mean? It's like, oh, you have
Yeah. It's always this one like
rot,
You've got lupus.
rot bone or something.
something like that. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the only reason I like being a werewolf. You can't get diseases.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep. And
I got Becca into Skyrim on the Switch finally. I got her.
Switch?
I got her over the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How is it on the Switch?
Great. It's fantastic. Other than like the battery life because it fucks it, but if you play on the
Telly?
with like a charger, I mean the telly is the same as the PS4, if not worse, but
Well,
on the
this
go
works.
is cool. And if you use like a backup charger or whatever, you can play for like 4 or 5 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a great game to play on the go. Oh, so here that blue. So this is the fast travel system. Super cool. Exciting, right? Your little pawn just moves around the map.
No.
But that it's loading there too, so you don't have to like wait for another loading screen after that, which is what I was worried about. I'm like, if I have to watch this fucking pawn move and then a loading screen, I'm gonna be pissed. So this is glitched a little bit, and you'll see why in a second. Because what kind of day has it been like weather-wise to you?
Sunny, clear, just average. day.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of
Oh, this is the girl Teresa that saved me.
longer.
So your love interest?
Yeah, I think so. Because now I'm gonna be like, do you want to go for hey girl, how have you been? How you been, girl?
How have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to
Keep an eye on it.
at least for now.
What do you mean?
Feel like a walk?
Yeah, so you want to go for a walk, right? She's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting it in.
Out in the rain. We could both
Probably not in the rain.
When it turns nice again?
I'm like, it's fucking beautiful.
As her ladyship commands.
All
Where's
right.
the rain?
Aaron, that's not a glitch. She just let you down.
Maybe, but that doesn't seem right. So I tried again because I'm like, that's fucked.
No visual difference in weather.
Take a walk.
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think.
Oh my god.
Stupid. It's like a little breezy, it looks like in the background, but like there are no. I like get out of this and I look up in the sky. I'm like, there's fucking no clouds at all. What the fuck? Is it fucking raining? I don't know
That's
it.
her way of friend zoning you.
Oh my god.
But it's like talk to her before 11 so she can friend zone me. Get the fuck out of here. It's probably because I'm dirty, maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Can
So
you-
I'm going to the bathhouse.
Honest thing, do you know if you can jump into a river and clean yourself?
It'll give you the same effect as if you used a little
Trough?
trough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but it will do that. Ball boy agrees.
So what are the two bars? Like the red's health. What's
Red's
the...
health, yellow is stamina. Little one next to it will be purple whenever I get into a fight, and that'll be the enemy's health.
So where do you see experience, or do you have experience? Like when do you?
That is super obtuse. I will go into the system sometimes, and it'll say like, "You have a skill point." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
when?
yeah." So I don't know about that at all.
I mean, I don't think I saw it on here, but how is the skills menu? Like,
I feel like I cut that part out because it was a little like there's a lot after this that I cut, but it's not that exciting. It looks just like the regular menu, in like your map menu thing.
So there's no like visual difference besides like you can get this skill or this skill, but you can't get this skill yet.
It's grayed out and white. It's just a list.
Oh, okay.
It's a laundry list of things, kind of like Fallout 3 or New Vegas, where it was like pick this new perk. You know, because it gave you like 6 or 3 skill points, and then you got 1 perk.
Yes.
It was like the list of perks. It was like these you can get because they're highlighted. These you can't get because they're dark.
And how much are you willing to pay?
I'm trying to haggle to get some whores. She won't having it.
Since it's you,
That's a poor offer.
That's all I have. If you try to go up, it's like you can't go up. You don't have enough money. But my speech got increased.
Oh, nice. Oh, you reached a new level in speech. Okay, I see where it now says that, but
It doesn't. So yeah, I guess it's like per like aspect of the skill tree, not like overalls. But there is a main overall skill tree, and then there's speech and fighting and other skill trees as well.
so when you get 1 skill point, is it like you just I think got a skill point in speech? Do you only get a point for speech, or is it just 1 skill point overall?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Last little bit. One question.
What's this
Go.
house?
Like you made me lose what question I was going to ask.
What were you
Enjoying
gonna
it,
say? Yes, I am enjoying it.
even with
You
the jankiness.
should all play it. It's janky, but they're gonna fix it. They're a smaller developer, so they kind of have a lot to prove. So they're gonna fix the saving system. They're gonna fix it all.
So one thing that probably saved this game was not be like it didn't start getting super hyped until like a month before it was released.
Yes.
It wasn't just blown up like, oh, this will be your realistic Skyrim.
Thank you for joining us.
Damn it!
You killed it.
I was trying to ease you into the outro.
Sorry.
You blew it.